Hey, house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada 12 digital daily recap. Yesterday we had low light, today we have too much. Actually, maybe I should bring that shade down a little bit. It's like a little bit much. How are we all doing today? Thank you, all of the well wishers. Hoping that I get better. Found out today I went to the doctor. I found out I have strep, so I got the antibiotics, and we're going to get rid of this. So thank you. Our house guests of the day are Nick, Petrella, and Christine. Thank you both so much for the support. We could not do this without you, and we appreciate it so much. So thank you again. If you guys want to be house guests today, check out our Patreon link in the info below. All right, so let's get into it. When we left off yesterday, we were down to the final five: Spicy V, Anthony, Bailey, Lexus, and Todd. Who would have expected that this would be our final five? I can tell you, I did not think that the All-Stars were still both going to be here. That's ridiculous. But anyway, we talked about yesterday, Anthony won HOH. What's he going to do? He's got a lot of different options here. He's promised pretty much everyone's safety at one point or another. So he's going to have to turn on someone. So let's talk about today's digital daily. It started the same evening as the double eviction, so everybody was exhausted. They were chilling, joking around, and then Big Brother opened up the backyard, and the house guests were shocked to find that it was still light outside. They thought it was like 11 at night, but it was really like 7. So they were freaking out. Lexus thanks everyone for keeping her during the double. They're like, yeah, whatever. We want to toll it out. So then Anthony goes inside by himself for a few minutes to celebrate alone his HOH win. So he's doing his little wrestling hype up speech saying, no one deserves this more than me. This is why they brought me here. Everybody wants to be the bad guy, but they don't have what it takes to be the bad guy. It's me, straight from the mountains of the Himalayas. What? I don't know about all that part. He says this is for the pretty boys. He is hyped up. He's jumping on couches like Tom Cruise. He's saying he's the greatest of all time. Yeah, so he's really feeling himself right now. So anyway, he goes back outside. Everybody's chatting still. They're talking about how grateful they are to be there. Final five, yay. And they're also, this made me laugh, they were trying to figure out who the random guy was during the double eviction HOH. Because remember, they had like all the returning house guests, and then there was that one guy. Everyone was like, who is that? So I'm pretty sure, I saw this online, it is Craig Brown, who works behind the scenes on the show. I want to say he's part of like the competition team, but I don't know 100% if that's true. But I'm pretty sure his name is Craig Brown, and he works on the show. But yeah, nobody recognized him, so that was pretty funny. So then Spicy and Lexus were alone at one point. They had a little chat, and Spicy says, I don't think either of us are going to go up on the block. I think it's going to be Todd and Bailey. And she says Todd should be the target this week. So then Spicy is doing some damage control because let's not forget, she put Lexus on the block next to Tola during the double. So Spicy's saying, I never would have put you up on the block if I thought you were actually in danger. I just knew that that was the only way that I could get Tola out because you would be a vote for Tola to stay. So Alexa says she's not going to hold it against her. I think she will. I think she's just saying that. But Spicy says, look, there's 3 people of color left. We're going to be the closest out of anyone else in the house. I don't like how Spicy pushes this when it's convenient for her, and then, you know, she's willing to get rid of people from the Hot Chocolate Alliance. It just, you can't pick and choose when you want to go with that that gameplay, right? So it's kind of gross the way she pushes that with Lexus. But anyway, I'm pretty sure Lexus sees right through her at this point. So then we have Todd and Bailey chatting in the kitchen, and she's thanking Todd for keeping her there because she was also on the block during the first part of the double eviction. And she tells Todd, I'm going to do what I can to make sure that you're going to be good this week. And Todd says, yeah, I think it's going to be a tough week for me. I feel like I am the number 1 target at this point. And Bailey's like, I don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, it seems like Anthony is not very happy with Spicy right now. I mean, he caught her in that lie last week when she was trying to throw Todd under the bus and say, oh, Tola wants to keep Todd around to take a shot at you and Lexus. He figured that out. Also, Spicy just took out Tola. Anthony's not happy about that. She's done a lot of stuff that he was not on board with. So this week is about to get crazy. At one point, we have Anthony and Bailey alone. This was just a quick chat compared to their other one. But Anthony lets Bailey know, hey, Lexus was not trying to get you on the block during the double. He says she was just pushing for Todd to go up. That's a lie. Maybe he really wasn't there for that conversation, but we know that Lexus definitely was trying to get Bailey up on the block, because I remember Spicy being like, no, I couldn't put her up. I've been working with her this whole time. But I do remember when they were discussing this, Anthony was not in the room at the time, so maybe he just didn't know about it. I don't know. But Bailey then goes and tells Spicy about it, and she's like, hey, Anthony's trying to say that Lexus wasn't pushing for me to go up. And Spicy's like, no, she definitely was, which we know is the truth. But Bailey is like, we better watch out, because Anthony is going to try and get Lexus to the end. Oh, sorry. Anthony is going to try to turn us against each other this week. He's going to try to take Lexus to the end. And she says it's really freaking annoying. She said this many, many times. Yeah, she feels like Lexus is just getting dragged to the end. I mean, she has played the game somewhat. She did win a pretty important veto. I mean, she's not just sitting there. I do think that she has been doing whatever Anthony wants for a long time, but it's not like she's done nothing. She's done a little bit. Anyway, Anthony and Bailey chat in the HOH room, and Bailey's like, all right, first things first, Alexis did say that I should go up during the double eviction, but that's neither here nor there. And Anthony's like, well, she didn't say it when I was in the room, so that is what it is. So Anthony says he doesn't think Lexus is going to win. And I'm not sure if he meant like competitions or the whole thing. Like he was saying, I don't think she would win against anybody at this point, which I really don't know that she would have a chance against anybody, because like, I don't know that she has the game resume at this point. I don't know what moves she can really claim as her own. So maybe that's what he meant. But Bailey did not like this, because to her, that meant Lexus is staying. Lexus is not going up on the block. So Bailey goes from 0 to 60 in like 1 second. And she's like, are you putting me up? Because if you are, I'm going to lose my mind. So Anthony's like, all right, hear me out. Like, let's have a conversation. Let's not jump to conclusions here. So Bailey's like, put 2 people up that aren't me. If I win POV, I won't use it. Like, you can trust me. I will leave the nominations the same if you keep me off the block. So then she's saying, like, I know that you're not going to put Lexus up. And I have to say, Bailey's energy during this whole conversation was horrible. I don't know who she thinks she's talking to. Like, you were talking to the HOH right now. It was a bit much. I understand that she feels that she's working with Anthony and that he shouldn't be putting her up on the block, but it was a lot. I think it was a bit much. And she tells Anthony, if you put me up on the block, I'm coming off pissed. So Anthony says, all right, I never told you that you're going on the block, but I also never said that you're not going on the block. But you know how he likes to like lay everything out and bring people along the ride to get to his conclusions. So Anthony starts talking about how Spicy has been playing the victim in a lot of situations in this game with both Kayla and Avery's evictions. She's always like, oh, I can't believe you're on the block. Like, these people, like, I want to keep you, but nobody else does. So that's why you're going. She's been playing that up a lot, right? And Anthony knows about it. I mean, look what happened when she was HOH and she took out Donna, and she kept going like, oh, I blacked out. Like, how did we get here? I had no idea. Right? So Anthony's like, you may not have seen all of that from your angle, but like, she's been doing it this whole time. And he says, I don't think her back even hurts as much as she's saying it does. Oh, dip. Calling her out on the back pain. So Bailey says, well, I think that you're just worried that I would pick Spicy to go to the end with me instead of you. right? You want to go to the end with me and Lexus because you think that we would both pick you. But if Spicy's here, you're worried that I would pick her instead. So Anthony's like, no. I trust you 100%. And he lets her know, Spicy, she's been doing some stuff behind your back. She has pushed for you to go up in the past. She would have been fine with you being backdoored in the past, which is definitely true, both of those things. And she will throw you under the bus in a heartbeat. And he says to Bailey, if that sympathy vote wasn't a wake up call to you, I don't know what will be. So he says if Spicy could have kept Avery this past week over you, she would have, but the votes just weren't there. I mean, I think she would have been cool with keeping Avery for sure. But Bailey does not want to believe this. She thinks that Anthony is just basically like poisoning her image here of Spicy, but like all the stuff he's saying at this point is true. So Anthony tells her, have an open mind about it, think about it. And he tells Bailey, I need you in the final four. Without you there, I have no chance of winning. I don't know that that's true, but he says he does not want her or Lexus leaving on his HOH. So of course Bailey's like, well, don't put me up. Don't put me up on the block. But it sounds like Anthony wants Spicy out this week, but he wants to put her up after the power veto is played. That's risky. I think he's afraid if he puts her up as one of his initial nominees, she's gonna go nuclear on him. So I think he wants to wait until after the veto. And Bailey's all like, I'm not going on the block, Dougie. I don't think that's your call. I think he can do what he wants. But anyway, Anthony and Todd chat, and Anthony says, we're in a unique position this week where we can really do something crazy. Meaning take out Spicy. Spicy. He says there have been some people throwing your name around in the last few weeks. Spicy. Anthony lets Todd know that Spicy has been throwing him under the bus. I mean, just last week she was trying to paint a major target on him and Tola. And he lets Todd know Spicy wanted you out last week. She was really pushing that, and then you won the veto, so she had to give up on that. But Todd's taking it all in, and I think he's like, you know what? If Spicy's going to go this week, that's fine, as long as it's not me or Bailey. So then later, Anthony and Lexus chat, and at first I was like, okay, maybe he's just saying this stuff to Bailey and Todd to keep them calm if they're going up on the block. But then he was also talking a lot of crap about Spicy to Lexus, which makes me think this is for real. Anthony was talking about Spicy's role in Matt going. She had a lot more to do with it than she acted like. I mean, she was really trying to pass the blame onto Kayla and other people, but she was a big part of Matt going. And the fact that he's bringing this up to Lexus, oh, he is done with Spicy. He was listing off all these other times that she's been shady. So it really does seem like Spicy is his target this week, unless he's playing all of us. But the question is, who's going up? I'm going to assume it's Todd and Bailey, and then he's hoping that anyone but Spicy wins the veto and she can go up on the block. But it will be very interesting to see how that plays out. So unfortunately, we're not going to get confirmation on the nominees until Sunday night's episode, but should be a crazy week. Can you imagine if this whole time Spicy's like, I can't turn on Anthony, like the alumni are going to be so mad at me, and then he ends up taking her out? Wild. But anyway, that's all I got. Wendy Will, thank you so much for the super chat. Wendy says, really appreciate the recaps even when you are unwell. Thank you. Hopefully I'll be feeling better like very soon now that I got some meds. Oh, thank you guys for the well wishes. I hope you have a great weekend. Yes, HOH is Anthony, and we did not see him make his nominations yet on the Digital Daily, but I want to thank you all so much for being here. I know this is a short one today, but we're just getting down to that point in the season where there's not all that much to discuss. So we will be back on Monday for more. Well, Sunday night for the episode, Monday for the digital dailies. So hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you again to Wendy and for everyone for being here. And until next time, much love. Bye, everybody. Bye.